Childhood memories shape each one of us differently. Some childhood memories are repressed into the blackness of our past.
My ears become deaf to the deprecating words of my parents, and my room transforms into a sanctuary of solitude. I have become one with the darkness, and only one sound remains. The sound of a cricket's chirp, the most beautiful sound in the world.
The still frames of your mind evoke moments of joy and sorrow.
As I look back on him racing against the field, the elements, and most importantly himself, I must thank the very decisions, chances, and successes and failures that have made him who he has become. Without these things, who knows what would be our present state. As for me, I could see myself doing this as a hobby. But now, helping him with his cars allows me to see what was once a driving force in his life. And this, I would not trade for anything.
Feel happy, lightheaded, and euphoric at first, and because of that, they're also both habit forming. But just like reaching the end of a hookah session, by the end of my childhood stories, I usually feel dizzy, congested, and sometimes a little bit depressed. This picture was taken during Easter brunch when I was about 5 or 6. And there's my mom, my older brother, and me. And it was a happy time. Us three and my stepdad at that time had just settled down as a family up in Napa about a year prior.
We embody our childhood through the things we hold close.
Major case of puppy love. Not the kind that involves dumb, goofy smiles and hours of daydreaming about that special someone. I'm talking about where the red fern grows, overly obsessive, I must have that adorable puppy sitting in the window of that pet store or I'll explode because it's far too cute to resist kind of puppy love.
Is that when I was growing up, when I was really young, we weren't allowed to have pets, so I just had cats. I would pretend to be a cat because I wanted a dog that I could play with and rough around with. But with cats, that was all I could do was to connect with them, was try to pretend that I was one in my mind when I was 10 years old, I guess.
Sometimes, when you look into the past, it makes you think about the future.
We all have a good, and you know that. And we all have the ability to do something good for the world. So, I think it's your moral responsibility to do something good for the world. Impact it in any way you can. Create something for the greater good. Treat others as you wish to be treated.
The way we define ourselves varies from person to person. Sometimes life is funny.
And I am dude, alright, cut.
Sometimes life has its own soundtrack.
Picasso, take it away. He's a guitar player, everybody. He's addicted to the guitar.
Sometimes life has its special effects.
Hello, my name is Daniel Wu, but you can call me Dan. Overall, I'm just your average Asian guy.
Sometimes life is confusing and exciting.
Yeah! Money! So I don't know what to do.
Sometimes life has questions and answers we can't find.
Question, why can't I be from a place that has a cooler accent? Question, why are some animals wrinkly and others are not?
And sometimes we're simply defined by our friends.
I'm in a rough spot because I have no idea what I want to do after college. Though I know I like to write, and I even write for the college magazine. I live in La Jolla with 4 other girls who all belong to sororities on campus. I like to go out a lot, even though I'm going to be really busy with lots of classwork this quarter, which I'm not looking forward to.
I don't want to give away too much about myself, because you'll definitely see it in my projects. I'm interested in the ways that people communicate and express themselves, and so I've decided to explore how people can express themselves.
You asked me a direct question about, real quick. Mr. Harris, I don't care about an old washed-up terrorist, but as Senator Clinton said in her debates with you, we need to know the full extent of that relationship.
We may be different in many ways, but we all can agree on one thing.
McCain sucks! Shit's weak!
To me, this pretty much reflects how the McCain campaign wants their supporters to think. Just glaze over the issues and not actually look at the facts that are behind all of it.
I think he's a one-man terrorist cell.
That guy gets elected and hangs around with terrorists. Obama's a terrorist, don't you know that? Obama's a Muslim, he's a terrorist himself.
While McCain seemed to circle a clogged drain, too busy grasping at dollars and cents to save himself from drowning in a whirlpool of his own shit.
Obama is very poised. The way he holds himself, it's very powerful, very confident. He's very sure of himself. He knows what he wants. He's telling the country, look, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do that for you. That's good. That's great. McCain, on the other hand, is very weak. And he blinks a lot. I don't know if you've noticed, but he blinks a shitload.
In fact, if I was a campaign advisor for Obama, I would take a still frame of that look and print it on hundreds of thousands of posters all across the country, with one word printed below. 0? Yes, John, as in you have a 0% chance of winning this presidential election.
These debates have revealed the true nature of the candidates and have given the American people a fairly good idea of the kind of positive strides towards change can be accomplished when we are united in common purpose. It is pretty clear that the American public understands that change needs to be made, and luckily the majority sees the change we need in Obama.